death.
Welcome back, guys, to another Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Lumberjack, because of course today, in this recent update, there was a huge change to the way the Lumberjack works, and I gotta say, guys, the Lumberjack is actually pretty insane right now. So here's the deck I'm using. If you guys don't have the Ice Wizard, you can go ahead and use anything in that slot, because it's kind of a wild card, because you already have the Musketeer for air defense and range support, and you already have the Fire Spirits for splash damage, so maybe go ahead and use like an Elixir Pump or a Poison Spell, but like I said, it's up to you. The Ice Wizard can be switched out for pretty much anything. Now let's go ahead here, take a look at a couple of replays, and then we'll finish off with a live battle. So here we are, guys, facing off against the General Full, who is using a Royal Giant Miner strategy. So I definitely felt pretty good beating this guy with this Lumberjack deck. Now, the Lumberjack, like I said, is actually pretty insane right now. He moves so fast, he attacks so fast. He's pretty much like a mini P.E.K.K.A, but with a faster attack speed. Even though each attack does a lot less damage than the mini P.E.K.K.A, he just attacks so much faster that in the end his DPS is around the same, and he doesn't get distracted by like skeletons or goblins or stuff like that. In fact, in one of my friendly battles earlier on today, a Lumberjack by itself was able to take a tower from full health to pretty much half health in only a couple of seconds. I'll show you guys that replay on the left hand side of the screen, but right here, Musketeer going in there, getting a couple shots on the tower, but unfortunately, she's just a half step out of range of that rage spell right there. Otherwise, she would have got a couple extra hits right there. Now, right here, he's coming with that level 11 Royal Giant. I defended it pretty well with the Ice Wizard as well as the Goblins. Now, I'm going to sit back here and build up my Elixir and allow that Ice Wizard to go back on a counter push and hopefully get some quick chip damage into the tower. So far, we're about a minute or so into this battle. I have a pretty decent damage lead. Now, of course, he is using the Princess, which also got hit with a pretty huge nerf in this recent round of balance changes. Now, right here, he's coming with the Miner Princess push as well as the Hog Rider. Lumberjack going down to take out the Miner with the Musketeer Lumberjack combo, taking out that Hog Rider pretty quickly, and in the end, the Hog Rider only gets one hit on the tower. And take a look at this. Because of the fast movement speed of the Lumberjack, he's able to go back on a counter push and make his way in front of that Musketeer. Now, take a look at what happens right here. Musketeer, under the effect of the Rage spell, doing some crazy damage to that tower, bringing it all the way down to 11 health. Now, keep in mind that both of those troops were played on defense to take out the Hog Rider as well as the Miner. Now, because of the change to the movement speed of the Lumberjack, that's why he was able to run in front of that Musketeer and get the Rage spell down. Otherwise, before the update, the Musketeer would have walked in front of the Lumberjack and died first, and it probably wouldn't have done any damage to that tower. Now, right here, he's coming in once again with the Royal Giant. Gonna go ahead and use the Musketeer as well as the Cannon to distract. Now, unfortunately, his Fireball is so high level that it one-shots my Musketeer. Otherwise, she would have still been alive right here with 1 health left, and a 1 health troop still does 100% damage. But right here, decent counter push going in there with the Giant up front, the Lumberjack in the back, as well as the Goblins. Now, with the change to the Lumberjack, if you set up a push so that the Giant distracts the tower, it's actually not too bad because the Lumberjack is actually a decent DPS troop right now. Now take a look at this. Lumberjack under the effect of the other Lumberjack's Rage Spell, doing crazy damage to that King Tower in only a couple seconds, bringing it all the way down to 2800 health. And that's one of the great things with having a fast cycling Lumberjack deck, is you can cycle so fast that the rage effect from the first Lumberjack will actually affect a second Lumberjack, doing decent damage to a tower. And then when that second Lumberjack dies, he drops down another Rage Spell. Now right here, 6 seconds left. My opponent is trying desperately to even up the score to 1 crown apiece, but unfortunately he just doesn't do it, so I do get the 1 crown victory. Let's go ahead here to the next replay. So here we are, guys, facing off against Bass 88. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have the most ideal starting hand. I usually like to save my giant pushes until the double elixir period, just because they cost a ton of elixir to get all the cards on the field that I want to. For example, the Giant, the Lumberjack, the Musketeer, and maybe some Fire Spirits. And then I also want to have some Elixir available for a Zap spell if I need to. And that just costs a ton of Elixir. But fortunately for me, my opponent went on the offensive first. So I was able to use the Goblins as well as the Zap spell to cycle through some cards and get to my Ice Wizard and start doing a slow push with the Ice Wizard on the left-hand lane. Now he's going to counter with an Ice Wizard of his own. And unfortunately, his does outlevel mine, a level 2 versus a level 1. But right here, Giant going down in front, starting to set up a push with the Musketeer in the back as well. Gonna go ahead and also use some Fire Spirits just in case he tries to drop down some Goblins. But unfortunately, my opponent has the Zap spell available, killing all those Fire Spirits and then using the level 5 guards to take out the Musketeer as well as the Ice Wizard in the back. But meanwhile, the Giant did make it to the tower, getting a couple hits off and then finally dying to that level 8 mini P.E.K.K.A. But in the process, we brought that tower all the way down to 1500 health. Now right here, Gonna go ahead and use the Goblins to distract that Mini Pekka, and then use the Ice Wizard to take out the Miner, sorry. Now, one thing I really want to try with the Lumberjack is a super fast cycling Miner strategy, and just replace the typical Mini Pekka Miner combo with a Lumberjack Miner combo, and maybe you can cycle so fast and have so many rage effects on the field that you just overwhelm your opponent. I definitely want to try that at a later date. Now right here, he's coming up with the Hog Rider Fire Spirit push. Gonna go ahead and use the cannon to distract with the Zaspel to kill all those Fire Spirits, which was really important because if I didn't kill those Fire Spirits, they would have actually killed my cannon, allowing the Hog Rider to make it to the tower. But right here, Giant going up front with the Lumberjack in the backstory. Gonna go ahead and use the Fire Spirits in the back. Now the reason I have the Fire Spirits in this deck is simply to provide air support for a Lumberjack Giant push, because often people will use a Minion Horde because neither the Lumberjack or the Giant have any air defense. Now right here, Giant unfortunately doesn't even get one hit on the tower because the Ice Wizard was slowing it down way too much. Now unfortunately, he's coming up with a pretty strong push here with the Miner up front, the Mini Pekka, the Hog Rider, as well as the Ice Wizard. Cannon distracting the Hog Rider, Musketeer doing some decent damage, my tower finally killing the Miner, and thankfully the Musketeer was also able to go back and kill that Ice Wizard, so definitely not too bad of a defense right there. Musketeer going up on the right hand side, gonna get a couple shots off in that tower, but nothing too crazy. Now Ice Wizard going up here, gonna go ahead and do a Giant up front and start setting up a pretty strong push here now that we are in the double elixir period. So right here, Tesla going down right in the middle of his base, gonna go ahead and use the Lumberjack up front to hopefully rage all of my troops there. Now take a look at how the fast cycling deck affects this push right here. Rage Bell going down with the Giant up front, Fire Spirits going down, taking out all those guards. The Musketeer Ice Wizard combo still alive, and I've already cycled back to another Giant. And unfortunately, for my opponent, he has nothing left to defend, and I do get the 1 crown victory. Let's go ahead here and do a live battle. So here we are, guys, facing off against a level 10. Give them the all good luck. I've been seeing quite a few level 11s here, even only at 3,300 trophies, and a couple level 9s that have level 11 card levels, like 9 rares and stuff like that. Ooh, he's using the Lava Hound. Don't see too many of those right here. So we have the Ice Wizard for air defense, but that's pretty much it. So maybe we'll do a Lumberjack push here. What do you guys think? Lumberjack with the, let's just be stupid here, do that Musketeer even though she's my air defense. Lumberjack going up there, let's zap this. Save the Musketeer, please. There we go, rage effect. Come on, rage out that Musketeer. There we go, a couple shots there. But we are in some big trouble right here, guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that Minion Horde. Can we pull him over? Nope. We are going to lose that tower, guys. Take a look at this. Take a look at... Oh my gosh! He's going to do so much damage. Give him the crying face there. But that's sometimes what happens when somebody comes out with a Lava Hound right at the start and you make a couple bad plays. Now, the Baby Dragon, of course, did get a buff in the recent update. Let's see here. His tower is sitting at 351 health. So I wonder if we can do a quick Lumberjack push and just get to that tower. Maybe a Lumberjack Musketeer push. Let's try something really stupid here. Come on. Log going down there. Lumberjack. I probably could have used the Lumberjack by itself. Didn't even really need that. Musketeer there. So we spent a ton of elixir right there. He's probably going to come in with another Minion Horde Baby Dragon combo. But let's see what we can do here. The Lava Hound isn't the biggest concern. The biggest concern is the Baby Dragon as well as the Minion Horde there. So Ice Wizard going down, hopefully to counter that. Let's go ahead and use this. Please kill the Minion Horde. 1, 2, 3, thank you, but just not enough there. And unfortunately, I don't have my Zaspel available. There it is. Zap all of this, miss a bunch of those troops, make a big mistake again. But he's already cycled back to another Lava Hound. So all I really need to do is just try and defend here. Let's go ahead and use this Ice Wizard right here with the Fire Spirits. Kill all of these guys. Unfortunately, that is all of my Fire Spirits right there to those 3 minions. Drop down another Musketeer right here. So all I really need to do is just defend for a little bit and then do a crazy Lumberjack Giant push here on the right-hand side. Let's go ahead and zap this. Boom. There we go. Tower should finish them off. And here we are, guys, going with a stupid Lumberjack Giant push with some Fire Spirits as well. Now, like I said, the Lumberjack does good damage. So right there, Fire Spirits killing all those Barbarians. Watch how much damage this Lumberjack does to the tower right here, guys. Take a look at how fast this tower goes down. Boom, boom, boom with that Lumberjack. Zaspel right there killing all those minions. Ice Wizard hopefully able to finish them off. Let's go ahead here with this Musketeer. He's going to drop the poison spell. Let's use the Giant to protect this Musketeer right here. And there we go, guys, getting the victory. a couple mistakes earlier on, but I did redeem myself there with that final push. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.